I may need to buy a new microphone. This one's seen better days. But it still works. So until it completely dies, we're going to keep using it. Then I'll steal yours.
Okay.
And then try not to break that one.
Okay.
This one actually is doing pretty good considering the condition it's in.
Like a horsetail over here today.
Because you were in the pool yesterday.
My hair didn't get wet.
Oh, no? Mm-mm. Oh, we were the only ones who went under? Everybody went under except for you.
Mm-hmm.
You too cool to go under? Mm-hmm. You just didn't want to wash your hair?
Mm-hmm. I just realized that it's going to sound real crunchy with meat and carrots.
It's a healthy snack. Hidden Valley Ranch?
I must say, until you put the ranch in there.
I don't know if I could eat the carrots alone, but I don't think I could eat the celery without the ranch.
I should just psycho talk.
You got all the good pieces of celery too.
Oh yeah, I combed through the bag. For the light color ones.
Can you imagine if you got a whole bag full of dark celery?
Yeah. Crunch, crunch, crunch. I like how celery tastes like celery. You know what I mean? Celery has its own flavor. It's like celery water.
It's delicious.
Especially with chicken wings.
The celery is a vegetable. So my favorite vegetable is celery. Sort of.
Is it really?
Brussels sprouts.
You're welcome.
Those are good.
I introduced you to those.
But then if you get them like drizzled like barbecue or something. Like a honey bourbon barbecue Brussels sprouts. Game over.
I can make that happen.
Odds are we will probably, at least hopefully, come across some really good food in the next few days.
I hope so. I want to find good barbecue.
Because, okay, you got me thrown off here. Because for at least the next 30 days, we're probably going to be traveling. Not even really knowing which way we're going each day until we decide that day. But we do have to start off in a particular direction, and in that direction, good barbecue doesn't exist.
I was about to say that, but I think it's just a different kind of barbecue. You think? No? So what's good in that direction?
Well,
Southern cooking.
If you ask, the general consensus is going to be that the best barbecue comes from
Texas.
We're not going anywhere near Texas.
No.
At least I don't think we are.
No.
I don't want to.
No.
Because it is hot.
Yeah.
It is hot. We're in hot Atlanta.
It's so hot out today.
Like, I was almost like tempted to just record this video inside, because even sitting here with the fan on above us and in the shade, I was like, I just got done drying off when I was sweating sitting over there in the shade.
I did the same thing. Crunch, crunch. I don't know if this actually helped. I'm trying to like cover up the microphone.
Comment below if this helps. It's not a live stream, so we don't know.
We won't know until later.
We won't know. Haven't done a live stream on this channel in a while. Are you still going to do your live streams on Monday?
Yep.
Regardless of the location? That'll be interesting.
I just put a video up over on 2.0. I was like, Mimosa Monday at 5 o'clock Eastern time.
Eastern.
Still happening. I don't know where it'll be, and it might not be a mimosa, but it'll happen. Want some chicken?
Nah, thanks. But Monday, we'll still be here at 5. Probably. I don't know. Are we leaving tomorrow?
I thought you said tomorrow.
All right. I guess we're leaving tomorrow.
Well, I'm a mess. Can you leave chicken out all night and still eat it?
We're not going to make it very far, because we're going to stay up late tonight. And I'm not trying to, like...
Are we?
We got to watch the movie. Well, you got to cook. Mm-hmm. Then we got to eat. Mm-hmm. Then we got to play Scrabble. Mm-hmm. Then we got to watch the movie. Mm-hmm. So we're going to be up for, and it's already 4:15. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so we're going to be up for a while.
I'm making a mess over here.
Not to mention I had a long rest last night.
Uh-huh. Yeah, you did.
I had no clue. I went to sleep at 8:30.
I knew you went to sleep at 8:30.
Then I woke up at 3:13 just dying.
I came to bed at 10.
I went
The kids
downstairs.
and everybody else went to bed at 1 a.m.
I went downstairs. It had to be 90 degrees in the house.
Yeah.
Like I thought it was hot in the room.
It wasn't. You were just warm because you're a furnace in bed, but also because I think you might have got a little sunburn yesterday in the pool, which automatically makes you feel hotter.
Brutal. It was brutal. It was a lot of fun. Mm-hmm. I actually put that video up on Patreon.
I saw it today. It was a really good video.
Thanks. Put that video up on Patreon. I put more of our travels on Squirrel Tribe Life.
I love our travels.
And you uploaded on 2.0. You got another one coming for Squirrel Tribe. Mm-hmm. This will go on Kevin. We're just going to keep making more videos.
It's fun. I like it.
What was the comment? Somebody said, do you work or something? Mm-hmm. What was it? Do you work?
So, do you work or...
Oh. How do you... I don't know. But either way, the video was like 17 or 18 minutes long. Mm-hmm. I guess the interesting thing is the judgment that comes from a video, not realizing when or why the video was even made possible. Mm-hmm. But most enjoy the videos, which I enjoy. Mm-hmm. And they express that gratitude, thumbs up, comments, thanks, hearts, all the good stuff. But then very select few will say they'll judge the video. Like,
they're not judging the video. They're just horrible, miserable people, and they just need somewhere to let it out. So they pick your video to do it.
why?
I don't know. They say misery loves company, but
I can't imagine
being that miserable.
that miserable people would have many friends in their company.
That's why they're on the internet trolling.
Well, unfortunately, they're wasting their time, really, I think, because there's so much more to live for than to be miserable. But also, those comments get filtered out, and ultimately those people get blocked from the channel. But it's kind of strange. It's kind of funny because I need you to run that test again, and I need you to run the test on Jordan Welch.
On what?
Reviewing the comments.
On
Because we've checked Kara and Nate, we've checked Allison Anderson, we've checked Amelia Hartford, we've checked. I need to check Charlie Chang also. I want to know how far this misery tries to, infiltrate.
I mean, if it goes over to Kara and Nate, you already
people
know they're miserable people.
Who just like literally, genuinely create great content, great videos.
I want to say it's a mental health issue for a lot of people out there, but I don't think it is. I think it's just a misery issue.
I mean, if it's a mental health issue, that could be a huge problem because it seems to be a growing trend in mental health risks with this economy and high cost of living.
Yeah.
I would like to see just how cheap we can travel.
That's exactly what I was thinking. I told the kid already, I said, listen, it's going to be one of those things where 3 of us are in a king-size bed, or Dad and I are in something, you're on the pull-out couch, or if it's a room that has 2 twin beds, but we're going to figure it out. And if it's a KOA with a cabin that's cheaper than going to a hotel, we're going to do that. But when we stay places, I'd like to stay at places that have some sort of small kitchenette in it so that we can go to the grocery store, buy just a couple things, and make food because it's still gonna be cheaper than going out to eat a lot of the times.
No, you're absolutely right. Going out to eat is probably $30 to $40 a person now. Well,
Unless it's like Chick-fil-A or someplace.
Chick-fil-A is $10 a person.
I mean,
is
you're
Chick-fil-A,
still...
is Chick-fil-A $10 a person?
If you get a meal, you're like $10.
Chick-fil-A is $10 a person. Chipotle is $12.
10 to 12.
And then,
It's just for the bowl. Chipotle sounds really good.
A restaurant that would then charge or require a tip gratuity, if not already mandatory, added to your check total, is going to get you up to that $30 to $40 a person.
Yeah.
I mean, because shoot, you got to think. If you go to Longhorn or Red Lobster or wherever, it doesn't matter. Most of the entree is like $20 to $25.
Yeah.
So if we're at 25 and then you order a drink, I'm talking like soft drink, now you're probably at like 30 because soft drinks are expensive. Like
they're like $4 each now.
Yeah. So now you're at like 30.
Yeah.
If you get an appetizer, that could drive it up. But you're at 30 for an entree and a soft drink. Mm-hmm. You get an appetizer, you split that, 3 ways, you're at like 34. And then if you add 20% on top of that, then you're at 40. Mm-hmm. You're at $40.
Yeah. Yeah. I remember even before all this, when I would go get sushi by myself, when I, lunch break style sushi, I go get like 2 sushi rolls and maybe some seaweed salad and maybe a Dr. Pepper. And it was still after tip. Run me by myself $30. And that's before inflation. Now, probably 40 just for 2 sushi rolls.
It'll probably also get more expensive as we travel north.
I was going to say the same thing.
Then
North and then west, both more expensive.
And then when you get into Canada, everything's $1 more.
Or more.
I don't know how that works.
I don't know how that works either.
I just know on the back of greeting cards,
they're always $1 more.
Canada's always $1 more. It doesn't matter how much the card is. $2.99, $3.99, $4.99. Canada's always $1 more.
$3.99, $4.99, $5.99. Yeah.
How?
I don't know.
And why is it just on greeting cards? How come I
It's
don't
on
see
everything.
that? Oh, it is?
Yeah. Yeah. When you go to places like when we were in Disney and I was looking at the cups on the bottom underneath side, but sometimes it's more than $1 difference there. But there is definitely a difference. But it'll have the U.S. price and the Canadian price. Wonder why they never put the Mexico price. You know what I mean? Why is there always a Canadian price on stickers, but never a Mexico price?
Because they're still dollars, I guess. They're still dollars. In Mexican would be pesos.
Oh, maybe that's why.
But Ronnie, he actually told me this morning, you might have heard him talking about Jalen Rose and Jeff Van Gundy. Mm-mm. They got let go from ESPN.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. I don't know.
I think some people didn't like Jeff Van Gundy. So there's that, but I don't know what Jalen Rose did.
I'm sure there's some people that don't like Jalen Rose. There's some people who don't like you.
That's true.
People who don't like me.
Yeah. Bad taste is running amok,
I don't think there's any one person that everyone likes.
No. Betty White, unfortunately. She passed away, though. But she was the one person everybody liked.
Betty White was the only one.
Yep. I do agree. There's even people out there who have issues with Mother Teresa and Gandhi. Well, Gandhi, he's done some
Mahatma.
things. So, yeah.
But then he asked me, he goes, is Disney in trouble? Like financially? I said, well, at first it was, is ESPN running into financial trouble? And I said, well, ESPN is Disney.
Yep.
And then he goes, well, is Disney in financial trouble? And I was like, I don't think so. I don't think so.
Maybe they're just trying to let go of old and bring in new. You know what I mean? Like out with the old and the new blood, stuff like that. You have new players retiring who want to be sitting somewhere with a tie and a sport coat on talking. Because, it's not always going to be Shaq and Barkley and...
well, it's funny because he said Jalen Rose was one of their top analysts.
Well, maybe he got let go from there, but he's moving on to something else. What if those two are moving on to something totally different than where they were? You said they were in First Look, is that what it's called?
Oh no, I didn't say.
Oh, what were they on?
I don't know.
Okay, well maybe they're moving on to something different, and so it's that clickbaity kind of thing where they got let go here, but they're going over here.
But what if it's not? What if Jalen Rose was their top analyst?
And it costs too much, and then get 3 different analysts who can be just as good for the same price.
No. What if he was their top analyst, but he wasn't their top personality?
Because then you're paying the most for somebody who's not bringing you the most reward.
Because I think that
Georgia
is
bugs are annoying.
happening across the board, right? So, for instance, on this platform, people are now beginning to realize that they're being let go by the algorithm, by YouTube, through lower views, less reach, loss of subscribers, reduced revenues, comments possibly being reduced, and those coming in saying, I'm not seeing your videos, I can't find you in search, your notifications aren't popping up. Because before, it was based on being the top analyst. Top analyst, data, numbers, keyword, target, hit the mark. And now, people don't want an analyst. They want a person. They want a person to talk sports, not regurgitate ridiculous stats.
Yeah. Well, I was going to say, when you're talking about, it's like this platform and slowly losing sub and whatever, my brain goes, it's like a prolonged breakup where they're doing all the stuff to make you want to leave, so they don't have to be the one to pull the trigger, rip the Band-Aid off, whatever phrase you want to use.
No, you're right.
They're slowly doing this so that at the end you go,
Right.
why am I here? There's no point in this anymore. I'm just going to leave.
No, you're right.
And then they're not the bad guy. There is no victim. There's just a mutual parting of ways, but they didn't have to do it.
Because if they did it, then obviously they know that there'll be a huge backlash from other creators
Yeah.
saying what was done.
Yeah.
Instead, they just fixed the glitch.
Yeah.
And for those who are not the top personality because they have no personality, can no longer get away with the old tricks or the tricks of old that used to work when everyone just wanted the data,
Yeah.
the stats.
Yeah.
How many flames did you put in your thumbnail for this video? how many lightning bolts did you put? How bad did you make it sound?
Yeah. Look, my thumbnail
How many days left before, it's over?
My thumbnail for the main channel for a Scroll Chat video today, I did not know what words to put in there because the words I wanted to put, I was like, either they won't get it or it won't, because I wanted to say something like along the lines of train wreck, and I was like, no, because it's not about a train wreck, but that's a thought process that I had, like this whole thing, this situation is such a train wreck, but because I have talked about train wrecks before, I was like, they're not going to understand. And then they're going to be mad when they get in there and it's not an actual train wreck.
Yeah.
So I had to be very careful with that. But if they watch the one from today, they're going to be like, are you effing kidding me? So.
That's
and
the title.
I wanted to put
that's
that in
the title.
there. Well, I try.
Yeah.
That's
the words on the thumbnail. Are you effing kidding me?
No, I didn't put that either, but it's close. What in the actual is the words on the thumbnail?
Can you imagine the crazy stuff we're going to see over the next 30 days?
I'm excited. I like crazy stuff.
I'm not saying bad. I'm just saying crazy. I'm just saying like unbelievable, like wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. That ultimately we're going to bring to you guys because the camera's usually always rolling or can be relatively quickly. And I'm excited to see what happens.
Same.
I was telling Ronnie, and he was like, so what are you going to make? I was like, I don't know. I was like, I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to make, and I don't want to know. I just want to make what I feel like should be made at that time.
Yeah.
We were at Avalon. We knew we were going to be at Avalon, and I knew I wanted to record. But besides that, I had no clue what. until it was, let's take a walk.
Yeah.
That was it.
I love when we do the walk and talks.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. And we saw some crazy stuff.
Yeah, we did.
Crazy stuff like
you go wide berth so the camera don't get you.
You couldn't even make it up. Like, I would have never guessed that's what we would have seen.
Yeah.
Comment below if you've seen the video of us walking Avalon, because it's not on this channel. I'm just kind of curious. But yeah. 30 days-ish.
It should be good because there's a lot of things that my audience has said, you got to check this out, you got to check this out, steer clear from the here.
Yeah.
Don't fall into this tourist trap over here.
I don't know, I didn't lost count of how many people were like, you can stay with us.
Yeah.
Or
I mean, technically we wouldn't have to pay for anything because we have enough people who are like, I have an extra room, I've got, an RV you can stay in, I've got so-and-so, which is really nice. I mean, I do highly appreciate our viewers and subscribers who are genuinely nice people and give a crap.
99.9% are the best.
Yes, that 0.1% can kick rocks.
0.01.
0.01, my bad, math.
Or 0.1.
0.1.
99,
no, it's 0.1.
99.99.
Okay, there we go.
99.99 are the best.
Okay, and then 0.01 suck.
0.01.
Kick rocks.
0.01, it's like sometimes I think that they're not real and that they're part of AI and they're just bots designed for a specific purpose of destruction.
Destruction.
But
the good news is they never succeed in their job.
no, not at all. Not at all.
Not at all.
And there's a lot happening going on out there of just that, trying to destroy people in so many different ways. It's funny because I'm watching this guy try to chip up onto the green, and he had a pretty decent shot.
Oh, okay.
He had a pretty decent, but he made me think about time. Now, granted, it's Sunday, which I didn't realize that until this morning. I thought it was Saturday. I thought yesterday was Friday and today was Saturday, but no, it's not.
Sunday.
Today's Sunday. And people are out here playing golf. I get it. But we walked by a restaurant and they said, what did it say?
It said, to our distinguished customers, we will be closing on Mondays and reopening on Tuesdays at 11.
Businesses
We're
are
making
pulling back.
a change to our schedules, what they said.
Businesses are pulling back. Because they have to. Like, there used to be a time where we'd have to call and say, hey, are you guys open? Can we sit inside?
Yeah.
Then it went to, we're open again. And then now it's 8 o'clock. They're probably closed.
Well, so we're open again, but then it was still, we're supposed to be open until 8, but we had to close at 3:30. We didn't have anybody who could come close. Somebody was sick. Somebody didn't want to come in. Somebody was whatever. So there was never a set time for anything anymore. They opened late, closed early. Companies were paying the fines, especially for in like the malls or the strip malls or anything where you had to be open certain hours, and if you weren't.
Cracker Barrel.
That's what I was about to say. Cracker Barrel yesterday, Thursday morning when we went, there was a sign on the door that says, Cracker Barrel will be open from 7 a.m. I think it was 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. in the dining room, and then to go from until 9 p.m. So at 7 p.m. they're closing the dining room of a restaurant that serves dinner. Like,
and this is after they offer that buy one entree, get the second for like $5 or something.
Yeah.
Like, they're trying, but
to
businesses
close your seating area at 7 p.m. It's crazy to me.
These businesses are going to realize that they're going to have to cut back on days because it costs too much to be open all these days when the revenue's not there. Maybe by limiting the supply, they can increase the demand. Maybe.
Yeah.
They're also struggling to get people to show up and come back to work because they all want to work remotely. Their costs are going up. Their inputs, their raw materials, their labor costs, their insurance is going up. And it's like, all right, so how do you balance this? Well, you got to cut back. So you'll cut back on utilities and expenses and payroll for like 1 day a week, maybe 2 days a week, maybe more. which then gives people more time, technically more free time.
Especially if it's a weekday. It gives them the ability to get things done. Being closed on a Saturday or Sunday, in my opinion, is detrimental to a business, but it also doesn't really help an employee out because you can't make doctor's appointments, dentist appointments, the post office, all these other kind of things aren't generally options on a Saturday or Sunday. So one of our favorite restaurants at home is closed on Mondays. That gives their employees time to get their stuff done on Mondays, the doctor's appointments, the things like that. There's another one that's closed on Tuesdays. And for the employee, it's really good to know that you have that one day every single week without fail that you will have the ability to make an appointment 4 weeks in advance to make any kind of plans you want because you're not going to have to worry about it.
Are we slowly... Was that a golf ball?
That's what I was trying to figure out, if that was a golf ball that just hit the trees or if something fell.
It would be our luck that a golf ball would come through this window.
Yeah.
While we're recording
definitely
this.
probably a golf ball because there's people
I know.
there.
I figured they're coming down the fairway. And are we slowly shifting towards this new lifestyle of more personal free time forced onto society because of the economic challenges, allowing people actually more time off to spend with family? Because their employer has chosen to go to a 4-day work week instead of a 6-day instead of a 7, or a 5 instead of a 6, or a 4 instead of a 5.
Now, it's good to look at it that way, you know, in the positive way of it gives families more time together, it gives people more time, it's like a good thing. But if you look at it from the flip side, it's, well, in theory, that might affect your hours, so that's less money that you're bringing in. That will affect the business's hours, that's less money they're bringing in. It will affect everything, so then it may be helpful to you.
Hang on 1 second. Oh, I was just like, let me record this guy in case he like...
launches the ball over here?
Yeah.
Yeah. It might be beneficial and helpful to the people, but it could still hurt everything in the long run. If you're bringing in less money, that means you're going to spend out less money, and it's just going to be this weird cycle of good and bad.
Well, bringing in less, spending less in a perfect world, which is no different than the core principle of trying to make more money but also spend less than you make. But really and truly, you're going to be bringing in less money, spending more money, because everything costs more.
And you have another day off to spend money.
Unless you go to Sam's Club and you buy Special K cereal, which is somehow coded to be $1.
$1.80 something. They might have fixed it by now. For a double box.
It's a big
they might have
box
fixed it by now.
with two boxes inside for like $1. I mean, that's the cheapest cereal you can get.
Yeah.
Now, granted, there's a laundry list of scientific ingredients.
You see how he stopped that golf cart just by ramming it into the back of the other one that's already there?
These are the youngsters.
I was about to say, that's what happens when you have the 14-year-olds playing without parental supervision and driving the golf cart around.
These are the youngsters.
Look at that swaggy walk.
Probably he's over there chugging a Bud Light. His swing's gonna be a little loosey-goosey.
A little crooked.
But yeah, so I think it's crazy. I think we're entering into this time period in which people are going to be working remotely, and we're going to see less days of business operation, shorter hours, which means that people are going to have to inherently make more in a shorter period of time to be able to afford everything. As you know, your expenses are going to continuously stay the same, if not continuously increase.
Well, because you got to think about it. You see, we want to go from a 40-hour work week to a 32-hour work week. And you're like, yes, cool, 8 hours I don't have to work. Well, your salary is going to go from a 40-hour salary to a 32-hour salary. Your hourly pay is going to reflect the lack of 8 hours. Your bills will still stay the same.
This could potentially create the demand destruction that the economy needs to get us out of a high inflationary period and ultimately into a recession, but then drive prices down, ultimately trying to increase affordability, but also at the same time doing exactly what I said would happen last year, which is allow the employer to regain control over the employee.
That's what I was about to say. It hurts the people, and the only ones it doesn't hurt are going to be the ones at the top.
They're gonna slowly phase out remote work. They're gonna put the squeeze and the pinch on budgets, and then the reset will be come back to work. 40, 50-hour week minimum, lowest pay possible, and you're gonna beg for it.
Yep. Because you see that this 32-hour work week isn't working, and you see that you can't afford to live this way and whatever else.
They're also going to work to make the conditions of remote work less than ideal. I could be wrong.
I'd rather be wrong. Personally.
I could be wrong. But we are, I think, headed down a path and in a direction of unique destruction. Airbnb is feeling it. Not Airbnb as a company. Airbnb as a company is actually doing pretty well. But the investors, the owners listing their properties, they're feeling the squeeze. Discretionary spending is down. Consumer confidence is down. Debt is up. Credit card balances are high. Rent prices are going up. Even though they say rent prices are going down, they only went down like $10 a month.
Yeah, I was about to say, nothing to write home about.
It's like your rent went down $10 a month, but we added a new fee to the.
Yeah.
We added a new annual $120 fee.
Yeah.
To something.
To even it out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because they don't want to lose money, but they want you to feel like you saved something. That's how it works.
We need to check rent prices. We're going to check all prices, any and every price really that we come across, like comparing prices and cost of living as we travel.
Yeah.
Maybe even trying to find the most cost-effective and affordable place. And that doesn't necessarily mean the cheapest rent and the cheapest house prices, because it also has to include
utilities, food, jobs,
ability to earn income.
Yeah.
Are there jobs, you know, in these areas? Everybody can't work from home.
No.
Everybody can't work online.
No.
But everybody can't commute, 60 miles one way. With, fuel prices and the cost of vehicles all higher than they have been before. So maybe you have to find that sweet spot, that balance. And then it's like, if you do, can you tell anybody?
No.
Because
if you do, we found nothing.
If you do, then what do you think's going to happen?
Everybody's going to go there. That's what happens.
That was like the
you mean the state's open? There you don't have to do anything weird in the state? Oh, look at all this influx of people into Florida.
That's why people don't tell people about where you live, because we don't want them showing up over here, messing this up.
Yeah.
I think Ronnie ran the numbers on the vacation rentals and all that in our area, and he says the money where we live isn't made where we live. It comes from somewhere else.
Oh yeah.
That's how that economy is able to survive with very little. Like, it's a beach.
I have celery in my teeth back
here. It's a beach, a harbor,
a
toothpick, a floss.
Something.
But we're going to see some changes in our area too, though.
I agree. I was actually looking at pictures over from the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, and seeing the change from even when I was a kid to what it is now. It's significant in how much it has built up and turned into less of a relaxing location and into more of a tourist spot.
I think we are going to see somewhat of a pause, maybe not so much of a pivot, but Santa Rosa 30A, very interested to see how that's going to play out.
With all the new stuff.
But the beauty of 30A is they're building a lot of houses, not condos.
Yes, but
I think condos are a big problem.
Yes. But what's going to be interesting is when those houses sell there, but the condos and houses where we are don't sell. It'll show you the difference in zip code snobbery, is what I'm going to call it.
I would be more inclined to buy a home than a condo. Condos getting a bad rap.
Yeah. Unless they can figure out this whole assessments and roofing.
It's a money pit.
Yeah,
it's never ending
and
money pit. But then even still, like the housing market, the problem is that I have a baseline of what was. So I'm still trying to wrap my head around
what is. Yeah.
And paying 700, 800, 900,000 for something that really should be 4 or 5.
I was about to say that 2 years ago it was $450, but now it's up for sale and nothing's changed about it.
Yeah.
Nothing, except for the time that it's been listed.
But also, it seems like the longer you wait, the more it costs you. Even if the price doesn't go up, the interest rate goes up. But again, maybe you wait long enough, and then there's a crash, there's a correction, and then there's, you can buy these at a discount. There's a fire sale of liquidation of people just trying to get above their head above water as fast as they possibly can.
I'll take the discount at home, thank you. Like, you say discount, and it immediately makes it sound less than.
Oh shoot, I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care. I don't care how other
People perceive it.
Yeah. I'm like, oh, I saved $200,000. I don't care.
Yeah.
You can call me cheap, whatever you want, broke. I don't care. Which, clarification, we are broke is the beginning of the title for a video we put up the other day. And it was we are broke and we pretty much don't have any money left or something like that. As we were talking about the U.S. Treasury, the national debt.
As a country, we are broke.
Yeah.
We don't have anything left.
And we're broke and we owe it all to ourselves, which is crazy.
Yeah.
That we will never repay back.
Nope.
Have no intention of repaying back.
Nope.
And it has impacts to us here day to day, but also globally. Which means that maybe the best, most affordable, sustainable cost of living location may not be in this country.
Possible.
So we're moving to another country. Just playing. We're not moving to another country.
No.
At least not yet.
Not yet, anyway. Kid's still in school.
Odds are, when she's done with school, the back page of the passport book's going to get a lot of stamps.
Yes. I was about to say the same thing.
So stay tuned.
Yeah.